What's up, guys? We're back with another themed episode. It hasn't been a minute, actually. It feels much quicker, guys.
How long has it been?
Yeah. Maybe a month. But as always, Neptune at the end. Big man Fevs to my right, Minis to his right, and Bukes far away from me. I'm glad. But as always, how are we doing, guys? How's it been?
My side good, can't complain.
Ooh, sweet.
Nah, good, I can't complain. Fuck, I don't want that negativity in my life. I want to think about all the positive things in my life.
Aww. Why did you have to do that? You should have LGBTQAI.
Hectic.
What's the I for?
I shared what it was for. Didn't you see?
What was it for again?
I didn't
I
read
forgot,
it.
but
Interracial, isn't it?
I think no intersex.
Intersexual.
Fuck is
Intersexual.
What is that?
I don't want to make any more comments on it. Nah, I don't know what it means. I just,
Bestiality.
nah, I don't know. Maybe like
Yo, imagine that happens.
no clue. No clue. Bestiality. I don't know. 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
Check oh yeah, how am I? I'm alright.
Don't.
Okay, yeah, nah,
Yeah,
look,
let's not dabble into football and cry and sad
not gonna do that,
and
Premier League's back and the nerves are gone already. Oh, it's a stress in here. Jeepers.
only one stress ball.
Only one stress ball. Oh, sorry.
So calm. Absolutely. Look here, we in fact have nothing to lose. Just imagine what happens in 2 weeks if we win.
Nothing.
Wow!
I doubt
You
it.
boycott the game so you don't have to play. It's smart.
Ah,
It's the third time you try this.
1000% gonna roast everyone when we win.
Win what?
Against Liverpool.
You're not. I'm saying it, take me up on this one. Take me up on this one. When this pod comes out, when was that? I don't know. But I'm not. I have no words to even fucking fathom it right now. There's no way. There's no way. I don't believe
I
it.
have nothing to lose. Like, we fucking lost against Brighton at home. Like, who expects us to win? Imagine if we win.
Don't rile yourself up, buddy. Don't.
Man United have the possibility.
They
of
do
beating
not have
Liverpool.
any possibility at
do.
all to play good football at all ever in history of the
They
season.
don't
They
play.
klaar.
Maguire.
I'm not
No, it's
having
not
this.
Maguire. It's not Maguire's fault. Not just Maguire's fault. The whole team is shit. The whole team is shit.
I feel like Liverpool has had like a shaky start to the season.
Name me a good player in United's team.
Yo, we're not going to
Cristiano
get into
Ronaldo.
this right now.
Not in the team.
So we're doing fantastic. Yes, we are doing phenomenal.
No way. Like,
We are clearly.
yeah.
Very, very hard. Very
So
hard.
let's,
It's alright, man.
the twist on this episode is, the twist on this episode
What
is,
is it?
you see, we kind of caught in a great position in terms of generations. Because we birthed and we went through the pre-social era, the pre-media, pre-technology, and the rest of our lives is based on that. So we can kind of look from the outside in and from the inside out. So the topic is anti-social media.
Anti-social media.
Social media club, like one of those play on words. Do you think it's a good thing or bad thing? And go.
I feel that social media as we know it is new, but the people have always found a way to socialize. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the format of social media changes anything. Like, people have
Ability to travel across the world.
that
is-
yeah, at
that
the
is-
instant is new. And I mean, like, there's a lot of people in the world. And like, you don't need to hear everyone's thoughts. And sometimes it's not a good thing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good thing sometimes to be on the internet and have people shit on you. You know what I'm saying?
But people shit in real life as well. You know?
Yeah, but you're not getting everyone's shit like, from a billion
Yeah,
miles
but
away.
you
man.
reading it is not as bad as hearing it, bruh. Fucking hell. You know that, right?
Nah, of course. Of course.
To be honest with you, I personally feel like social media in terms of connecting people in long distances, it does a lot. It gets people that don't have the opportunity to experience each other's lives or each other's worlds, like to connect like directly with each other. But then again, it's also a tool for distraction and a tool for disconnecting from people in your immediate environment. And people use that a lot as a tool to like
What I would
disconnect
say-
from people
I
in the
would say
immediate environment.
It's not the tool. It's the person behind it. It's humans as always, bruh. You're always gonna get good and bad. It's always somehow gonna be used as deceitful, as fucking criminal and shit. But bro.
That was a heavy one.
But it's a catch-22, right? Because what I feel is it plays a major role historically, because it allows a lot of social justices to come out, a lot of movements. You gain more support. I also hear that. Sorry, you gain a lot of support. Support that you can't necessarily just get here in your community.
Noble pursuits behind
Do.
it.
Like it helped a lot. Like if you just look at it, like the Black Lives Matter movement, even though it was corrupt, it's because of social media that went so far and wide. That hashtag.
Everyone around the world
it
knew
actually
the name
brought
George
change,
Floyd.
bro. It actually did. That video clip of George Floyd touched everyone, went to everyone. That changed a lot, bro. It would have never happened with social media. You know what I mean? But then on the other hand, they trafficking girls through it. You know what I mean? They rigging elections, bro. It's a catch-22, bro.
I had a few positive things here.
I think most of the people commit suicide because of that.
I had a few positive things to say about social media. You guys are saying some dark cack, man.
This is just
God.
touching the surface now. We're going deep. Go. There is a lot of
Like, I was gonna say, one of the for me personally, the best thing about social media isn't the socializing aspect. It's the content that's put out. Like the people who are able to put out like whatever piece of content, whether it's art or it's a funny ass video, or it's like another. The word media is in there, so they can do those things.
I would say that was the beginning of social media. What are you saying? The freedom, the way you can
Still is
express.
today.
I
There's
don't think
still
so.
a
The
large
censorship-
portion of it.
The censorship.
Social media.
What has come now, like with Facebook especially, they make sure that you can only post about certain things now. That you can only see certain things. That's heavy. Ever since obviously COVID, vaccine. Yeah, ever since then you can't really see and be free. YouTube even started shutting down channels. So
okay,
now the propaganda is wheelies rolling.
But now the question is now when you're talking about that and things that are being prevented from the masses to see, are those not the videos, or is that not the content that's hateful towards other people? Is that not the ones that are going against the guidelines of the actual?
No, that's the point. That's the point. They can somehow block out something medical, but you will still see some racist ass comment. You know what I mean? So if it's really against the guidelines, like the Sky Sports team, whenever a black player played whack, they will share an article that this black player got abused online, right? Instead of just making it so that you can't say that word, or let's not broadcast the article and get more people to see that this man got racially abused, so more people can comment under there.
Or like how they'll block, like how they used to block a certain propaganda during COVID.
Yeah, they do.
How
They
easy
did.
it
Like you
was.
couldn't say the vaccine gives you COVID. You still get COVID. You couldn't say that for a period of time. That's essentially why Rogan, they tried to cancel him, because he was saying that was the narrative first and it changed. You know what I mean? So they can do it, but then they're not doing it for the injustices and the pedos
No,
and
they
the.
can definitely do it. I mean, if you watch, you watch Snowden.
Of course,
They
we
have
all
that
love Snowden. If
fucking-
you don't know who Snowden is,
They have that algorithm that can search anything, like
Enemy of the-
everything and
is it
anything.
Enemy of the
and
State?
so-
it's
apparently
crazy how
so,
that movie actually outed
A lot of
CIA,
people.
but you don't realize it. Yes, bro. That's Edward Snowden exposed that they're actually doing it. The surveillance and the tapping and everything. It's mad. That's why he's in Russia. You must follow him on Twitter.
Wait,
Yes.
the movie Enemy in the State with Will Smith.
Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. Where they fucking zoom in and they can see him everywhere.
Him.
No, that's what happens to everyone in
Oh.
America, basically. That's what he outed.
I was gonna ask
the
now.
world,
did-
basically,
I was gonna ask, did he also have like
We don't have
glorious,
enough cameras here, though.
Run scene, whatever. Because we know Will Smith has glorious run scenes. I wonder if Snowden did it as well. Yeah. Sure, it's like open up and everything. Man's dripping with
He's
sweat.
clear
Oh,
now.
never mind.
He's clear now.
But like you say, look, it does present a good opportunity for someone that comes from nothing or didn't know what they want to do to become someone big, bro.
Like you spoke now about the sense of freedom, maybe, and I think what we spoke now about content.
Yeah.
Especially for comedians, like and the best places to get whatever back in the day would be like on whether
Yeah.
it would be like an SNL or Comedy Central. Now we have
I
guys
agree.
who are able to make and put out whatever the hell they want, and just say in the type, and they have the creative control
Yeah.
to actually make
Look,
these
and
things.
I mean, sometimes it's better than the stage as well for those that can't get up on the stage, you know, the camera shy and shit. They just slum there and record themselves and you get a laugh. Nah, you get a laugh,
And also, like, a lot of people market their businesses on there. So, yeah, maybe he's good.
Yeah.
Yours, yeah. Look at this.
But then on the other hand, there's a lot of things that that comes also that like a lot of corporate companies also, like, how can I say, take
Inspire
that
you.
freedom,
Manipulate,
from certain creators and
exactly.
use them to
exactly. So
to sell their products.
yeah, so we are just fucking walking profiles, basically. Eventually, that's what I see it becoming as.
Yeah.
It's not about you as a person, it's about your profile. You
Like
are a
Westworld.
design, basically, like Westworld, you know? That's why they're already tapping into this is what you like. Because sometimes I won't lie to you, it does happen. I know they record your cack, so they put your ad. But sometimes you fucking think something and you see it, bruh. That is fucking insane. That is insane. Bro.
Explain to us. Because I think other cock and I didn't see it on my Instagram.
Something in your head, bro. It super pops up, bro. It's like they know, like they rooted the algorithm to like throw little things that's eventually going to get you there to think that. You know what I mean? So they throw this post, but it's not outright, and they throw another post, and you're driving down that road, you know? Then you at that dead end, you're right in front of that thing that they wanted you to get to.
Search something once and take a lot. And you're supposed to
Definitely. Bruh, I was looking for a new pair of caterpillars, bruh. It's all over my fucking socials now. I'm just going on Instagram, bruh. There's a picture of caterpillars here. I'm like, bruh, really now?
And I mean, another thing is it what is done to relationships, bro? There's always that meme.
The various
Our
accounts.
grandparents didn't have people at the touch of a button, blah, 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 blah. Your grandparents fucked all the time, bro.
There's a reason why Cape Town has the highest divorce rate in the country, no? We know that. Yeah, we definitely do.
I didn't know.
So for them to go say some cock like, oh, nah, that social media is like creating people like fucking up relationships. Nah, pal. Relationships always been fucked. Shut up.
I'd say it's just getting exposed more, bro.
Yeah.
I think it's almost like these when people are like, oh, the world is so fucked up now. Everyone's crazy. So many people going missing. Nah, they've always been going missing. You just couldn't see it everywhere. You know what I mean? That time it had to be on a fucking poster, bro. Who's gonna now put up 90,000 posters? But now they can make a post any fucking day. And a lot of it's fucking.
And that's another one of the beauties of social media, like how instantly like information can just be passed around. But that is also
the misinformation.
the flip of the coin is the false information that also can be spread.
Yeah.
And like miseducation and
Yeah.
fucking indoctrination.
And
also
the
of
indoctrination is
people's
at an
minds.
all-time high. I think I said it a couple of episodes where they fell behind in the information sector, where they didn't know information is going to be free. So now they're doubling down. That's how we think a certain way, because that time the internet was wild place, bro. You could see any narrative,
Wild West.
any opinion, you know. It was open. And now they're clamming down, and because they see, fuck, it's already changed some people's minds. The narrative shifted to anti-systemic and shit. So now it's censor this, censor that, get them back.
So what's the verdict? Do we love
No.
it?
I don't know. This is the discussion.
I love Instagram. What are you talking about? I love that shit.
The thing is, you might hate it, but you're never ever gonna leave it though. You're always gonna stay on it
It's
though.
fucking scary.
You can't stay. Yeah, you can't.
It's fucking scary.
Like for me,
Why do you say we can't leave?
Because you can't leave your fucking phone.
uninstall your cack.
Information, man. Think about it.
I accept that challenge.
You ever realize that you can't even
Leaving Facebook was hard.
You can't
over it,
even
man.
leave it. You can only disable the app on your phone. So inherently, there's still a core thing of that app in your fucking phone. You can't remove your battery for a fucking reason, bro. That's the only thing that will shut it down. If you can take your battery out, there's no power. But you can't. Even when your phone's dead, there's still enough power, bro.
To go to the ones you can take the battery out, like a D500 or something.
You know, you gotta go burner phones.
We need to go back to the D500s.
And like Elon Musk just developing this Neuralink, it doesn't scare anyone else.
Elon Musk just took cuck, man. I don't believe that, man. He's just a fucking liar.
Don't he's got that thing
Nah,
scary.
man, just took
that-
cuck. He's getting sued for not buying Twitter.
I stopped following that, eh? I'm not gonna lie, I stopped following that.
Nah, he pulled out.
He actually
Could other cuck rather.
do it
Why
for
did they
publicity.
announce? Why did
Actually
they
does.
announce it like they did, man?
Because he lied. That's what they're suing him. What they're gonna get from that shit?
What's happening with that SpaceX and that stuff?
Nah, they still got the space. We just poor, bro.
For no, like what do they do, man? They
we
just
just
go
poor,
there.
bro.
Like a rocket.
You know what
What's in the rockets?
Stars, I don't know. The
Nah,
fuck.
they actually do stuff like they send rovers and shit. It's not for specs and boonches besides Jeff Bezos going with
Oh,
a
it's
random
smart.
group of people. He absolutely went with a random group. Yeah.
It was like what, five.
Ridiculous amount of money for a short period of time.
Like 3 minutes.
He wasn't there long, away. But
What the fuck is that?
Bezos.
Team? What the fuck is that team? But okay, now, okay,
Bezos.
on that, now, I want to ask about the how can I say it? The shit that irks you about it. I know a couple of you guys hate the food posting.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to appreciate it now the last year and a bit.
Is
the
it?
food postings, yeah. I
That's
appreciate
good.
it a bit more. I don't know. It's okay.
I enjoy it when they show you how to make the food, but like a picture of someone lumming at the restaurant, taking like 30 pictures of themselves, and then taking 10 pictures of their food, and then choosing like one out of 50 pictures that they took to make one post.
Stopping
you from
from eating so they can
But
take
I
a
would say the
picture.
same thing for people that post about their fucking baby all the time, bruh.
Bruh, you're still enjoying your baby.
I'm not.
You're still enjoying your baby.
picture of my life. Yeah, this bastard. But okay.
I'm not enjoying it anymore.
She's just like, oh, my baby's cute. Look what they're doing now.
Nah, it's fucking irritating. It's irritating, bruh. Your babe just said Gaga in the next video. Now I'm gonna watch Gugu in the other video. Not a fuck.
I don't want to
Not a
see.
fuck.
I don't want to see the vomit.
But it's
on
the same
baby.
principle as the food posting. though.
I don't want to see the dirty parts of the
Get
baby.
lust.
No, the baby's got vomit on. Like, why must I? I don't want to.
group of shit all over the bed.
Yo, it was funny though. Because
No.
someone had to clean that shit up.
Someone had to clean that shit up.
But yeah, bro, I'll throw you in the not some of the microwave. I'll throw you in the shower.
Wait. I put my train of thought off you.
That's
bro.
fucking Game of Thrones era. man, bro.
One of the biggest things that irks me about social media, one of the biggest things, is, and it sounds cliche, it sounds corny because you see it all over. You know, it's the same people. No, not at all. It's the level of entitlement. It's a simple fact. The fact that like so many people are sharing opinions of various things. Look, that sounds hypocritical because that's exactly what we're doing right now. But some people now, and I genuinely believe some people, like they think too much of their opinions maybe, and
the
it gets
facade.
yeah, and it gets to the point you think to yourself like, bruh, you don't really know a lot about what you're talking about, and there are professionals for this. Maybe you should hold your opinion back. Maybe you should hold your opinion back and just not try and make yourself seem even more stupid than what you actually are.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's my vibe sometimes. Like, if some people
Yeah,
say things
definitely.
about cuck, you don't understand, bruh. You don't understand it.
I can agree
so
with that.
do more research, get involved, and
I can agree
then
with that.
come back.
Because all it takes is another fucking person in your comment to agree with you, and then they feel like, I'm right. What I'm saying is fucking okay.
You still got spreading your shit to
And
other
then
people.
it's on TikTok everywhere, and then you're misogynistic, and then you're a kickboxer that's a 4-time champion. You know? that's how it goes, bro.
Who you talking about?
That's how it goes, bro.
Top G.
That's how it goes about top G. But it does. It made a lot of stupid people famous as well, bro.
Bad accent.
No offense. I'm not picking on one person.
I
In
was
general,
about-
you
I was
see a
about
lot
accent,
of people that get exposed also. You know. And then everyone's shocked, like, oh, I never, like, it's a random person you just fucking made famous.
You
bro.
know what? Another thing that I hate about social media is like the algorithms. Like none of us would have known who Andrew Tate was if it wasn't like for social media.
If it
like
wasn't fucking forced.
feeding.
I
It's
blocked this
literally
man
being. You
months
can't
ago,
not
and
see
I
him.
said in the group, did
But I
you
didn't want to
hear
know
about
who that
this
man is.
You didn't know
But I know who he is.
was. And now the videos are still finding it
Bruh,
fucking
and
way to me.
you know, people manipulate the numbers on the social
100%.
media with bots and all of that, kak. But so who's to say like he's not using the yellow bots to like get the algorithm for him to
not?
push.
He is.
Okay, he's definitely.
This is one
doing
thing
that.
you have to come to terms with
He's
in the
definitely doing
social
it.
media age and streaming
fake,
age.
it's fake,
bots,
yeah.
bots, bro. Bots, 100%. Music, media, socials, bots.
Yeah.
Bots, bro.
Tick in this box if you're human. I see why it's so important.
Yeah, I was.
now, no?
What?
But that can't-
Yes,
box-
bro.
Click the traffic lights.
It's quite important.
I
eh?
am human.
You
Choose
know,
the traffic light.
Choose a traffic light and sweat. That's what you use the traffic light.
That kak is clearly not working because it's still happening. So
There's not because more bots, bro. Every day.
Probably just smarter bots, bro. Fucking
People,
trained to pick
people
out
always
elephants.
find a way to finesse, man. People always finesse.
They do though. It's human nature, bro. Just to get one over something. Just to
Okay.
figure it out and do it better, bro.
Another thing. Yeah, we sound like such grumpy people saying these things, man. Really. Then the next thing,
so we can-
we spoke a couple episodes ago. We had a whole episode about man up, about men's mental health and all of that, right? Now, obviously, social media has allowed people to have the conversation about mental health. But some people, I don't know, man. Some people, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna fucking say it. You guys are using it to look for attention.
You and I.
You
I
guys
agree.
are looking for attention. I will say
there's a
it, bro. I'll
fine
say that
line,
shit. Yes, it's a fine line. Yes, a lot of them
I
are
mean,
kind of
yeah.
are being serious about it, and then I think there's a large portion as well who kind of just using that shit and to validate themselves because likes make you feel like comments and shit. I don't know, man. And it makes me sound like a cuck person now because I'm saying you're looking for attention by actually talking about your feelings. But a lot of the time, I feel like you actually just
A
catch
lot
them
of the
cuck.
times you can distinguish when it's like absolutely nothing and someone's it's like everything they do to get
Like
attention.
everyone has OCD all of a sudden.
Wow,
OCD
like, do
is
you
a
know
real
what
thing,
fucking
bro.
OCD is?
OCD is pussy. Everyone has
It's
OCD.
not cute. Now it's cute to have
Everyone
OCD.
has-
Oh my god, my OCD.
It's the OCD in me.
and ADHD, yeah. But that's what this irritates me.
Because of
That's
Joyner
another thing
Lucas
that
was
irritates
saying
me.
about it. That's a fucking
Brilliant album.
light
Loved it.
black G-Eazy.
You like Joyner?
I don't hate him. I like him.
Thank you for saying something. I don't hate him. Yeah.
After you insulted United, I thought,
Ooh.
you went
I didn't.
hard. Say sorry.
No, shut him. So you never mind.
Yeah, but also, I genuinely feel that like personally, I feel this way. I don't think social media or any type of social media is the best place to like vent your emotions 100%. Because sometimes what you say there is based on what you're saying in the moment. Especially people in relationships are saying, ladies tend to do that. Like that's not the best place to like vent your emotions. Sometimes you need to speak to
backfires.
someone, and it does backfire
backfires.
on you.
It's backfired.
And then you end up looking like someone
People
that's
forget
looking
that,
for attention.
People forget that that some shit is personal, bro. Absolutely personal. People just go out there and
In the world, bro.
social media is that place where you do these things you don't share. Like people that overshare about their life, man, bro. That also gets to me like, why are you saying this, bro? Why must we see that you and your Burke is going through this? And
Do you know how
no,
stupid?
bro.
Like if you just break up and then it's you, fuck this person, and then he's back
Or
together.
remove your WhatsApp status.
Remove the profile picture, bro. Remove the profile picture.
The worst, bro. What's wrong? Nothing, bro.
Nothing.
But you're gone.
That's a good sign. Man. Just look out for it. You know.
So who's that famous author, man? That female author. Yeah, go on. Now.
Daniel Steele.
Could be that one. It could be that one. Nah, not that one. When those posts come out, then it's a liberation
Oh,
going
then it
on
fucking
there.
says there at
Then
the
it's the
bottom,
liberation
you
happening.
know, what
When
was
the
it?
word-born pictures come. She was flame. She was happiness. She pursued it relentlessly.
Beautiful,
I'm like, yeah,
a beautiful
you
storm
pig,
that you
man.
couldn't tame. Fucking Shania Twain at the bottom or some cat.
Maya Angelou.
Oof.
Still eyes. Still
Stole,
eyes. Yeah.
alright.
We're grumpy people, guys. Welcome.
we know.
No, but look,
We don't.
but there
We
are
have to
times,
dissect it,
But
but
there
we-
are times when you enjoy it, man. We go down the rabbit hole and you see one funny video and you laugh like. But then you.
It's very enjoyable but at
It's
times.
kaklik,
dude.
man.
And it's very cringe at times also.
Yo, bro.
But it also gives you some shit that you've never seen before. Even for those that are woke, or let's not go with that narrative, that's woke. But, there's rabbit holes that you can learn a lot through, bro.
I found myself watching like a bunch of videos of engineering and shit like that, and wood carpentry, bruh.
Again, that Indian brass making pools.
Nah,
puss
it
fake.
wasn't. It actually wasn't. There's a bunch of animals just catching them.
Ah, no fake that is. There's a
It's
whole
fake.
operation.
There's a whole
set up.
team
There's a whole
of
team
like
set
30
up,
men
yeah.
and machines and shit, bruh.
I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah?
Check your-
Equipment.
but you can't stray. Before you found out, that was enjoyable.
It wasn't enjoyable. It's that you couldn't fucking stop. I said you couldn't fucking stop. That's what, another thing I wanted to say. It's puss addictive.
It is,
The
bruh.
most addictive form is TikTok, bruh. You nuts.
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
It never ends, bruh. TikTok never ends.
You're hating this guy. I'm like, yo, man, need to this Cape Town mentions just argue.
I'm not
Are you
getting
back?
it. I'm
Are you
not-
back? You're just scrolling all night, bruh. Nah, social media is cock addictive. There was a stage where I wanted to go viral. I was making posts back in the day on Facebook and cock. I got to a decent level, like 10K shares and shit. Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah. But maybe it took a lot, bruh. Like I had to do it all the time, bruh. It took all my time. I didn't even notice. And I just started like closing my account here and there just to take that breaks, and then I stopped. And you see, like, fuck, it's actually crazy, bro. It's like you went through that facade just to train, bruh. Like saying mad cock. Hey?
It was like a dopamine addiction.
It was, bruh. It's like you wake up,
Wanting you to do it, yeah.
and they're laughing, and you're just like, bitch, I'm the man. You know,
How many likes do I How many likes did I get?
You know, how many likes? It's battening there. I got more likes than you. You just you pick like that, like that. You know, it is
Addiction.
addictive as fuck. We need to admit this now. Bro. It's addictive. Social media is addictive, bruh. Look, there's no way grown men act like this. Sorry, no way. There's no way grown men act like this, bruh.
If you sit back and you look at the whole thing and you're like, yo, it's crazy.
It's
actually.
crazy.
It's crazy.
It's a
There's
world
no
we
way
live in a
grown
world.
men act like
There's
this.
no way. There's no way adults think
much-
that way, bruh.
Imagine how it must be for someone that maybe your partner is like a serious TikToker, like fucking. Imagine like Nadia Jaft or something. Like you're just trying to live your life normally.
But both
And
partners
your
are
TikTok
TikTokers.
number sticks out like
Nah,
sticks
both
out.
partners
Wow.
are TikTokers, bruh. Shit example. Maybe that guy that Uncle Cedric.
Cedric Leguma's wife.
Yeah, maybe like she maybe yeah,
Very enthusiastically, everyone.
Imagine he's like this, man.
bruh,
like,
because
he's
they go
children,
after his
that's
family
why-
also, bruh. They somehow go after him and say you married to a white woman and da, da, da.
You're heavy.
I know, but she's not white. You said that, but I mean, you know,
But I don't know what my thing is just imagine that's my top, man. Like, look at the kak he's doing on social media. He's like telling you people, you pee.
Yo, bruh,
That's
you
like
giving-
your father, my bro. What type
You're
of...
giving all your brass ammo to take you for a night whole time.
Yo, that's your father.
but
like,
then again,
what
your brass is
example
on
is he?
TikTok, see, you know. Yeah, your brass is on TikTok, so your dad's a celeb, bro. Pictures. Okay. Yo, but it's addictive, bro. Yo, people act out of mind, bro. It's like a drug, bro. They do crazy shit like this other man faked his death.
A lot of
so that his music can trend, bro.
Wait, let's dabble in this one. I definitely want to talk about
That shows
this.
you that this mensen...
So what happened? What happened? What happened?
So this means they that guy that they always share in the group,
know
man.
what they-
With this man with the fucking blue lips that fucking just starts swearing at rappers and tries to beef them, right? So he tries to train and get people onto his page and follow his music. Yes, he's the record label owner, whatever. But they're like fucking yo, bruh. It's like grade 9. They act like they're grade 9, bro. They're like nobodies, right? So now this man, they got a couple of followers on TikTok and they always like controversial and cack. So this man kept on saying, this man was like, my song drops 2 weeks time or whatever, 1 hour before the song drops. I'm gonna do something no SA rapper has done. Not AKA, not Casper, they have the videos, bruh, before we deleted it. You're gonna see, I'm gonna shock the world, blah, blah, blah. An hour before that, he posted a video, very serious and sad with acid, fake acid or whatever. Like he's gonna kill himself and cack. And then like the hour after that, all his brasa and cack is sharing. Rest in peace, crying on the timeline, on TikTok and shit. And then someone, the next day saw a live while they were like praying for him, whatever, saw a live. And they found his fucking hair in the fucking video, bro. And then they went after him. Then they found his parents, they found work. They were like, nah, this man was at work. He worked 9 to 9 at Spur Promenade. They found
Yo, they
him
exposed his job.
then this man came out now he's saying no, he did it for awareness. And everyone's like, don't do cack. It was clout for your album. You wanted this shit.
So this guy is an artist, a musician, and he essentially faked
His
his death.
to get people to go and listen to the track as then they appreciate the artist. You know, you kind of that flip.
I hope people at least listen to it, my bro. Oh, I hope.
Look like it, bro. But my bro, look at that. Ooh, like, wow, how the fuck would you do that? You know what I mean? It gets to you so much that you do shit like that, bro.
It's exhausting. Oh, this is exhausting. Oh my gosh.
These brassen are pissed. They say what the fuck, but they part of it, bro. They definitely part of it. This man said he called all the family members. They all said, "What family members gonna tell you this much?"
Imagine faking your death before you even made it, man.
So that's bro.
Like,
and
how's
you know what,
that,
no?
bruh?
I don't know what to say about it.
And you know what? That kind of takes away. It's like, maybe next time you're gonna die, they're not gonna believe it, or they're gonna feel like, yeah, but this man, it's like you only die once, you know. I mean, yo, that's heavy.
This man
That's
pulled
heavy.
the Tupac, my bro.
Yo,
Imagine that you are okay. Let's not say that, but just say like something does happen, and then he dies, and then people start posting, rest in peace. Everyone's like, bro, we remember the last time.
they're gonna be like,
we
is he
remember.
really? You know what I mean?
He's really dead. You're like, nah,
It's just just think about it though, because that's what he started, but that's what he done. But social media, it can get that way. Bro.
Was that like did he explain his motive for it or what?
And he's apologizing, and he's saying he was trying to raise awareness for mental health and suicide, and people are like, don't talk, not that way. Yeah, that's just a excuse.
A facade.
Yeah, it's an
Then why
excuse.
didn't he
He
make
came
sense? He's a musician. Why didn't he make a song
about it, you know,
mental
or
health?
speak on TikTok about it prior, bruh. He
Make
took
a
like
rap
5 days to
song
respond
about
after they were like, where's
You
this man? We
promoting
know
your
he's
music?
alive.
Do we know his
Better way to-
name?
Maybe it was like a what do
What's
you call that? Like an art piece. Maybe that was the art piece. Maybe that was the art piece. I don't know, like one of those big ass shit.
Nah, they did it was too real, man.
You spoke now about how TikTok is also addicting and stuff like that. I'll be honest here. I'll be honest. Yeah. What did I say? Addicting. Addiction. I find myself now relentlessly. Just on one. Just looking at gym videos. And I don't understand it. It's like, look, most of the
How many
videos are
trips?
all the same, right? It's Owen's training, it's Owen doing his stuff now.
Not just Owens, come on.
Come
on.
Hey. But just watching the same shit over and
Engaged,
over.
bro. We know you engaged.
Just watching the same shit over and over, bro. It's something about it. Bro. I can't help it. It's enticing. It's brilliant. It's also quiet, man. It's also quiet because now you can actually see these are normal individuals, right? They're normal, whatever. But these guys are training really, really hard. Men and women doing like really, really good shit physically. And I'm like, no,
Some
well
of them
done to them.
lie, bro.
About what?
Like that one guy, he just eats raw cock. Is it sass?
Oh, Liver King.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, there's no way in hell.
Outrageously gebouw, man.
It's him, yes, Liver King.
He claims he's clean, bro. I do not believe it. There's no way you can get a body like that to be clean. Oh my gosh.
Bro, nah, he's talking cock. That's roids, bro. He's trying to flows.
No way.
Make a quick video then.
Cloud muscles.
Yo, the puffy. The one thing I will say though, that is cock.
Remember that man that used to lam in the car and rage, man? Also a gym manskap.
Go for it.
What the other thing I was gonna say is that though, like there are advantages of obviously the fitness industry posting things on TikTok as well, and people training and doing their thing. I think there's also this misconception a lot of people have now as well, because all the videos that are being posted, right, are people lifting heavy ass weight. Everyone's always deadlifting like a shit ton, and they're doing sumo deadlifts, or they're doing this or they're doing that. And they're understanding as well that it's not that easy to do that shit. The people who are making those videos are really, really strong, and they've been training for quite some time. And now it gives this false impression to people who haven't even started, or people who want to start, or people who are busy and are nowhere near able to lift that weight. And it kind of discourages them. I don't know, that's like the one negative aspect
Or
about
it
it.
kind of sends them down the wrong training path.
And then it's still catching
You
them.
ever see that video of that chick doing the leg presses, and then she locks her knees, and then her knees hyperextend, and
Bro, have you seen that video of a chick that like
how is no one spotting her though?
Because she saw TikTok that you don't need a spotter.
Yeah, like fucking.
You don't need a spotter. No?
Need a spotter for-
Well,
leg press.
fucking someone they had to help her out there.
Of course, then.
She's klar.
Knees, you're not supposed to lock your knees in the leg press, lad.
I normally see me in town, mensen like lamde in.
What?
Yeah, but it's too heavy.
You're on the wrong TikTok. In the wrong algorithm.
Yeah, I saw this video with that man. This man is like benching, or what you call it, dumbbell press,
Yeah, dumbbell press.
chest press, and then was
Oh, the pick, yeah, I've seen that.
Oh
Maar didn't warm up, my bro.
talking like this.
Boom! You smell like steam salt and happened to you as well.
Bra, but that looks kak so.
Praat to
Cody Rhodes, was that real?
Yeah, Cody Rhodes, John Cena,
That's
Triple
social
H,
media.
right?
It also, it can do a lot for music as well. Like it can make a song and it can break a fucking song. Yo, there's some songs that are kak irritating now.
Gangnam Style.
No, not really. What?
Yo, that was like nah. That was like the ushering into the era of music defining
irritating.
social
No, I
media.
got you hopping out your seat.
Did you do it?
He did it. Look at that.
You didn't do it, come on.
We didn't do it.
You're talking kak, you man. Sexy lady.
Pun in the jaw.
Nah, you gaan, bro. Even fucking Big Shaq, bro. 2 plus 2 is that mood, huh?
Big Shaq ran the world,
Big
bro.
Shaq, bro. Yo, I had no idea that song had so much bass, my bro.
Performed it like a FIFA event.
Oh yeah, he was at the Ballon d'Or, yeah.
Did you see like that kid, that chubby kid that sounds like MJ? Did you see that video?
No.
He sang at UFC, somewhere, bro, just because he trended on TikTok.
Chubby kid that sounds like MJ. What
Sings just like Michael Jackson. Yes, bro, for the last fight.
What did he sing then?
A Michael Jackson song,
What
bro.
was this thing that?
Because he sounds just random. Dana just said, I saw this little kid, he's inspirational, gotta get him on.
You're gonna have to prove it. You're gonna have to prove it.
I sent the videos. You must open the fucking videos. I fucking sent.
Did you see this video?
I sent it.
I think he's talking a klomp kak, man.
That man
I've
does
never seen this. What?
Yo, he moves it. He sounds just like MJ. Exactly like.
Why is he on UFC?
Because he trended, bruh. Million views and stuff. Dana got him there just before the fight.
Dana
Not even
doesn't
a
care
concert.
about kids.
So much
bro.
like
He
just
doesn't
there.
give a fuck.
Jackson, but that's
Yeah,
fucking...
Nah, he's like
Dana.
a man,
Dana's a
bruh.
fucking bigot.
He's like a man. They just gave him a mic and like start singing in the middle of the ring. No, like not a concert or whatever. Just sing go before they fight. That's pretty weird.
show, bro.
Like a
talent show, bro. What the fuck is going on here? You nuts. But you spoke about music as well. I think back to initially what I said about content, it allows musicians not to make fake suicides, but they're able to put out their content in a nice manner, because back in the day, they always talk about like within the big music industry, like with record labels and all of that, the best way to get noticed is obviously through the machine, the industry. But now with obviously social media and everyone can kind of just put their shit out independently, spread it, post their content, do their thing, and
Yeah.
try and work it. Obviously, it's easier said than done.
Because sometimes they do still control the
Yeah,
image.
but essentially the option is there to be that guy. I mean, a lot of guys have blown up independently, definitely have blown up.
But they still control, like, in a sense, what the image is. Like the island boy look, the tatted up, ridiculous hairstyle.
Island boy look.
You know?
That's a
But I
whole
mean,
other
on what
conversation.
you're saying, it
The
is,
Tekashi
it is very
69.
good, not just for musicians, for artists in general, bro. You don't necessarily need a gallery now, you know? Need that push from a major label and stuff. You can get it yourself if you're that good, if you're creative and you market yourself well.
So it's easier said
you
than
can,
done,
you
but
can
if
make it.
done, oof,
You can.
I'm sure you can do wild
You can,
things.
you can.
I know a prime example would be Russ. I think he's probably one of the biggest examples in the modern era, because he says it every time in his songs that he's never ever signed a major labal, never had a
say
big
that?
deal.
Hey, a lot of people say that,
Look, in
yeah.
the beginning he didn't, right? I think only later on. What?
Mine.
Amplified over here, Jesus. Father, but like Elvis. Anyway, what was I saying?
Ras.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, he didn't have that back in whatever that he might have
might make
he
it,
has now,
yeah.
right? So maybe he probably signed a deal somewhere along the lines as he grew in fame and popularity. But I know, like, when he started off, he was independent and he just put his music out and it did numbers and it did the works and it spread and people liked it. So he's like one of the flag bearers for that particular mold, I think.
Nah, let's not forget about Soldier Boy. That one was
He's the first to
original.
do it.
Yeah, he's the first to
First
do it.
YouTube,
He's
yeah.
the first to do it.
Soldier's a clown.
Nah, but he's a clown, but
he's a
he
clown
changed the
clown,
game.
though.
You know what?
He changed the game.
Bruh, you know there's a...
He was the first brat to like upload his music onto the
I had
internet
no
and for it to
idea
be
he
like
did that.
successful.
I'll be very
wasn't
honest.
it?
Yeah,
And
was it
YouTube,
MySpace? Yeah,
and
and
YouTube.
YouTube.
He wasn't the first, man.
He was the first.
He was the
big
first to
artist.
make it like
Yeah.
big.
Don't believe it. You only go into that narrative because
he said it.
Ronaldinho was the first video on YouTube. Just so
The
you
first video that had a million views,
Charlie
I
was the
think.
first video.
know. It was first a YouTube guys video, and then
The zoo. At the day at the zoo.
The Ronaldinho video was
That was the first
the
video.
first million views video. I
look it
think.
up.
that YouTube guy, bro, he posted a video. The one where he slats the ball down.
Oh. Yeah. Legendary.
That's not the first video, but I
That's
called
the first viral video.
The first that went to a million views.
It's the first viral video.
Golden boots and that's very
Yeah, he had the art in.
Timpos.
Yeah, he.
Timpos.
It's about Timpos. It's about chocolates on his feet.
I said Timpos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho legend. Yeah.
But look, oh, you still going?
Nah, I'm just saying. Soldier Boy some beef with Randy Orton on Twitter one day.
Soldier Boy beefed with everyone, bro. He's the cloud clown.
That man
100%.
have his own game console.
No, he lied about it. Charlemagne flipping roast you, bro. Don't sit there, Charlemagne. Safe. You're not safe.
Your Charlemagne
You're
is
safe.
dirty, my
You're
bro.
safe,
Ask a
bruh.
question,
Man,
what
ask
happened to
anything.
69?
6'9", man. How old are you?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna answer that now. What happened to? What's your name? 69. What the?
Oh, wait, I feel old.
Bro, he's heavy now on podcasts and shit. They interview him
Don't make
everywhere and
music
stuff.
anymore.
Bro, he's making music though. But I mean, he's someone not wanted and stuff.
Nah, but he's, I hate the way he speaks, man. It sounds like he has spit in his mouth.
He
all the
actually,
time.
guys have numbers.
Oh, that. and no
That stuff that come there, but you can't tell the person that is there, so you just watch it while
Oh,
it's there.
oh, shit. Oh, that
Yeah,
numbers.
hungry.
Nah, I'll vice you.
It's wild, basically. I'll just be like, hey,
I
bro,
can't look at that.
what did they?
camera, bro. I can't talk to you.
He's also another viral sensation. You talk about the power of social media. Bruh, that man,
Not
his
him though.
videos.
I think it's that fucking Cash Me Outside girl was the most viral because she made a career out of it. She's a fucking artist now. Her OnlyFans sold millions and shit, bro. Like, yo.
Bad Barbie.
And that just shows you how pedophilic the world is. They waited for her to turn 18, bruh. They literally waited. As soon as it, millions.
52
Millions.
That's the bag, though. It's a bag, though. Shit. 52 million a year.
Yeah. But it's getting taxed, so they clamp down on everything.
It's
Fine.
52.
52.
That's
Yeah, 52, bro. What you getting? 25? That's fine.
I'll take it.
That's fucking
That's
fine.
fine.
Take it, bro.
$25 million.
more.
Yeah.
And
Oh, but
what
anyway.
did she do on OnlyFans? Like probably post like a part naked.
Nah, go subscribe.
No.
What the fuck did you think? How can you?
No,
Nah, she was a music teacher on OnlyFans.
Nah, bro.
Fuck.
Bible verses.
What
Besides
can
Bible
you-
verses.
What did she do? on
Right together we subscribe, we make an account just to see what she's posting.
We cancel it after a month.
I wonder if people leak it actually. Do you get people that leak it?
There was
Like, why
there was
did-
a leak in
I don't mean like some hacking genius. And no, it's not a fucking fat guy with a beanie on in a coffee shop. That's not how a hacker looks.
No, but anyway,
Really?
there was in 2020. I remember on Twitter there was the big OnlyFans leak, and a lot of people's content was being put on torrent sites, if I'm not mistaken. And the Pirate Bay had a shit ton. Don't ask me how I know, but I know they had a lot of things or whatever that was put on there, and I was like, oh, hectic. I didn't download it. No, I don't download illegally, guys. Come on. I don't download
That's
illegally.
one sad thing about the internet now. No, illegal downloads are dying out. I'm so sad. Sorry. No.
Oh,
Illegal downloads are dying out.
Dude, that was
I don't feel
blood.
like it will ever die,
The
man.
plug, bro. It's dying, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's dying because you have access to the CAC.
Yeah, but you must pay now. Eventually, everyone's going to be on their own streaming site.
Yeah.
So you're going to get like 4 things of this one network.
Stream sites available in whatever country.
Exactly.
But
So
it's
we
like
still...
you can like stream for
we have-
free. You can stream movies for free.
Yeah, but now you must go get a VPN, bro. Now
then
in
you must pay
Turkey.
for a-
Now you play something illegal in Turkey. They're raiding you here in Thornton. Bro, that's a lot of effort, man. You know, when you can just go to a torrent, a magnet, poop. You got it, bro.
Yeah, but then they're
Can just
tracking your
stream on
torrents or so, man. What if one day the government decides to track you?
Remember when that stuff used to be on the movies before you watch it, yeah? It is illegal. You remember that?
The song as well,
Like you'll
man.
go to jail.
Yeah.
They were scared, bruh. We just watch that shit like. What?
What's the video something? You put this thing on. It's
I didn't feel bad at
terrifying.
all, bruh. I didn't feel bad at all.
Absolutely not, bro.
Nah, not at
I
all.
remember like when we got a fucking CD writer. We used to copy the DVDs, bro.
CD writer.
Copy the DVDs. I had.
You ancient.
But I was
When you had
watching
that
a
spindles, you know, the yellow CD.
But I was watching a movie last night and I was like, do you remember that times when you used to watch pirate copy movies? Don't do it, kids.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
feel
you remember that
bad.
time you used to watch pirate copy movies and then the quality was so cack.
Some of
Like,
it, yeah.
bra, you laughing and then there's like a bra that's walking past on the screen in the
That still
background.
happens, though. It still happens.
Nah, but now you get fucking.
The quality.
Now you can see. Now you can see
Nah,
before
now
you
they're
watch it
paying the
HD or
cinema
something.
guy. Now they're paying him, bro, to get inside.
And that movie's there on the
Did
side.
you see they released the Spider-Man 2 trailer, but in Ultra HD? Looks mad.
No.
It looks great. You might share it here. There for
Spider-Man
Toby.
2 with
the
Maguire.
Toby? Yeah, that was never HD.
Doc Ock.
Why they releasing HD?
Just for nostalgia vibes, man. You
I'll
know,
watch it.
We old guys.
Otto Octavius. That was a good Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Don't cackle, man.
Was.
What has it been marketed on social media now? That's
Yes, yes. I saw it came in the algorithm, you know. Was
The Marvel algorithm. That's also another interesting thing about the algorithm. I'll say this now. For comics, I've seen a lot of like screenshots of like the, not screenshots, but like of the, what do you call it, the stills. Or just the images of comics or whatever on Instagram, and you can see like some of the stuff that you obviously see in the movies now, or whatever. That's dope. That's
I
stuff
feel like
we'd
what
don't
I
have
feel like
access
though,
to. So I was like,
they
right.
overshare in the fucking trailers, in my opinion. Trailers are getting longer and moves of detail, bruh.
3-minute trailer.
Watch it, though.
There's no need for a 3-minute trailer.
And
bro.
why 4 fucking trailers? 4. 4 trailers,
Trailer
bruh.
1, trailer 2.
Money.
Yeah, then you watch the movie, then it's
Then
crack.
you-
You saw
no,
the whole
crack.
trailer.
Then the movie's
Worst.
fucking 5 hours because you watched the 2-hour trailer, bruh.
Marvel's also renowned, since we were talking about superheroes, Marvel's renowned for also changing the shit to the movies, to the
social
trailers.
media, eh?
Yeah, for social media. Like you obviously, because what people do is they break it down and they look at every fucking frame and they're like, nah, we're gonna expect this, we're gonna expect this, we're gonna see that. Comes to the movie, you're like, nah, completely different. The biggest one was Thor in Endgame, right? Because in the trailer, he looked so lean and in shape and everything. And the movie comes, the man's, yeah.
For
Playing
social
Fortnite
media.
and shit, yeah.
For social media body positivity.
Yeah, body positivity, bro. Come on.
Shit, man, that was shit.
So Thor was initially unhealthy, essentially. That's why he drank beer and ate like that. No offense. No offense. I got a question.
more in the game.
I got a question. I got a question. I got a
Do
question.
this.
What do you want to happen to your profiles, your devices and shit after you're no longer here?
I don't give a puss. I'm not here.
So, but what do you think? Do you like your socials? Do you want someone to have it? Do you want someone to have your password?
Password.
Do you want
No
to
way.
have your phone, your
Why not?
shit on your phone?
Nice.
I mean, like the social graveyard, basically.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
What do you want to happen?
That must get deleted, bro. Like everything that must be deleted.
But-
I don't want it to exist.
Does it impact your family and friends around you, though?
It might, it can. It's a very strong possibility. In sense that it's memories. It's something they can cling onto. That's actually something, and not just going to the graveyard. You know what I mean?
Not in
It's
the
not
shit
just
that
them
pictures of
imagining
me.
what you.
like actual pictures and shit,
Like your phone, you know, your messages and shit, you know. But then it's gonna give them complete control.
It's fine. So I'm
I
dead
wanted
though.
that to be deleted.
You know, you can do harm while you're in the grave still. You can come out that you were a pedophile. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, just don't do it.
Like them posting on your wall and I miss you and shit. You want your profile still out there. You still want your pictures out there.
But isn't that the
a bit weird
thing?
as
Isn't
well.
that the thing though that like actually starting like this digital graveyard type of thing where people can like maintain your social media account and blah
That's
blah.
what I want to know. Like,
gonna-
how do you feel
I'm
about
gonna
it?
have to.
That's fucked up, bro.
I
Like
don't
it's
care.
unnecessary.
I'm dead. It's
That's-
mad that
that's
some
selfish.
celebrities have.
I think it's
media accounts
unnecessary,
though.
bro.
That's selfish.
Why is it selfish? No, they can have my shit. It's fine. I don't care what they do with it.
They can have your shit.
Time.
They must walk in public after that.
You're heavy. After what?
Don't do it in
general, man.
The fuck? Don't
In
be a fucking creep.
In general.
Nah, I can have it. Style it.
I don't
Stay
feel
my
like
car.
I'd want them to have control of my shit.
I'm gonna be shocked when they see my Twitter.
If they unlock that shit, woo, someone's gonna hack you now, bro. Nah, in general though,
My question is,
it can be used as a tool, man. That's my
my
thing.
question is this: does your social media account mean that much to you that you want it to be continued, or people? You want
Yeah, but
people to continue focusing on that once you're gone.
But
Like,
it's essentially your family and them that don't. It's a place for them. You
but
know?
then they should. Your family will definitely have like other things to like remember.
Like
you by.
what?
Pictures and kak from like family
Yeah.
days and kak.
Where they can write to
Memories.
you and you can reply in heaven or something, you know?
No.
Who does it? Kak?
Somebody in heaven is replying.
Oh my God, writing a letter to a father that's sat. He's not
On his,
answering.
social, on his Facebook
He's not
wall.
answering
On
you.
his Facebook wall.
You're gonna get some troll that doesn't know you.
Look, you can see this trend, but it's been happening since like 2008 Facebook, where people, oh, I miss you, you were here last week.
I've seen
You-
that.
you
I
know,
have seen that.
on your
yeah.
wall.
I've
So
seen
it's a
that,
thing,
actually.
bruh. They want to do it. It
I'm not
gives
on
them a
Facebook.
place to almost like where you can hear them.
Essentially, it's a way for
grieve,
them
yeah.
to
I can send it to my WhatsApp contact and I can
Wow.
one-tick them.
But here's my thing though. It gives them a lot of power, man. You essentially giving the corporation power to use you and use that grief. They can easily use that grief against someone.
That's the other way. The moment you post that picture, that thing is the option or whatever, even the thought of that is
Yeah,
taken
anything
away
you
from
post on social
the
media
moment you
is most-
posted that shit. You
No,
have to
you
accept
can-
the fact you get in the media for a very, very long
request to
time.
delete everything. Have you?
No, what? Fuck, I'm
So
not
why
on
did you
Facebook.
say you have?
I don't know. Search me today, see if you
No,
can
you
find me.
can't search you, but they still have it in the backlog in the closet there. Yes, Wayne Williams. Just waiting.
Oh, who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
They-
Who the fuck is
They're
that?
fucking small bots in Facebook.
The fuck is that?
They're jerking you on Twitter, on WhatsApp. He's almost there. He's almost there. We got him. He's back.
This the yellow
That's what
means,
they're doing, bro.
I feel like my thing is insignificant, man.
I was about to say the
That's
exact
not
same thing.
though.
What the fuck is Facebook going to give a shit about you here in the long run?
Exactly.
It's
you know?
Like, why did they
propaganda.
care? Yo, I must go find that man, bruh. That man, Lamini Thornton, I need to find him. He's important.
Remember,
Yeah.
it all counts, bro. Why would they manipulate all your ads and shit? You matter, bro. You matter.
Oh, ja, nee, dat denk ik juist. Nee.
The corporation must get everyone, bro. I sound like fucking go through what you go through, bro.
So where are we? Do we love it? Do we hate it? Are we scared of it?
Definitely scared of it.
The mad thing is, you know,
Wait, wait.
what we
We-
say now
we-
might not be okay in like 10 years' time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that might
In
be,
what
might be
sense?
cancelled for
Like you can be
speaking
cancelled
out.
anything, we were
That's,
like,
that's
yo.
where it's heading, Mus.
Like, think of things that were allowed 5 years ago.
There was a joke about
compared to
this.
things
Yeah.
that were allowed 20 years ago. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's almost like saying that, it's almost like me saying now,
become
are you just, how can you eat kak? Like popo. But then in 20 years time, there's a group of people that's going to start eating popo. and they're going to be like, 10 years ago, that man said, how the fuck can you eat popo? And then it's, you know,
I don't give a fuck.
but you know, but that's the example. So sorry to the crowd.
Must
Sorry
change
guys.
the lyrics, the spazzing.
Everyone.
Oh, there's Lizzo. Yeah.
No, Beyonce.
Wasn't it both? Lizzo
Beyonce was spaz.
What is it about that though?
Drake wrote it. He wrote the
So there
ball.
was this in one of their songs they used the word spaz. Now obviously now in
I thought it was starting.
nah it's just at what in the way it's been used they mean like go wild and it
spasm.
loose.
Like
A muscle spasm.
Yeah, spaz. Go,
Nah, but
spaz,
apparently
spaz.
I think it was some epileptic organization or something like that, or promoting awareness for epilepsy, and they were saying, nah, it's not a nice term to be using. So then they reached out to them and they tweeted and all these things, and eventually the song was changed. Because banning spaz is a bad word, bro.
Okay.
Enough, eh? Wild. Wat is really laughing.
Oh, they did. They're changing artists. Wow.
This advert.
It's ad-lib.
While you're recuperating over there, I was gonna say it's mostly for the big artists, like the real top mainstream folk that it's always on radio,
Beyonce's
in the award shows. Yeah, the big names. Underground rappers don't give a fuck. Underground rappers don't give a shit about.
Yeah,
it,
because that's not the target market, you know?
which one?
Yeah, C. Oh, yeah. C Doja, something like that.
Crazy.
Central C. Ah, Vinus!
Sister.
YouTube.
I like it.
Oh my bitches gay or something.
Yeah, that's what
can
everyone.
I
But
be
everyone's
more
not doing it on TikTok. Though. Everyone's doing that stuff. How can I? Is it cool?
It's cool.
What?
Never
Super.
coolness.
What?
He's excited.
Coolness.
He's excited. One thing I want to say
But it
is
probably has a mad
we
beat,
need to
though.
start reading the fucking terms and conditions.
Zas, it's too small.
It's too small.
Kak, the words
Why
are
do you
like
act like?
this.
So stop acting like you read then.
There's a guy on TikTok that reads all the term conditions.
Oh, there you go.
You selling it, bro? Like TikTok, since you're talking about it. Like I saw the Joe Rogan episode. Did you see that episode? Did you see what the terms?
Tell us about
saying?
it, tell us about
Nah,
it.
fuck, nah, never.
Tell us some of the terms.
They can. You give them permission, right, to track the patterns on your keypad first and foremost. So that's your pins. That's anything. You give them permission to track that, right? So they essentially can get into all your shit. You sign over like a wage of they have access and permission to go into all your apps on your device, and they can sign in as you on a different device without your permission. So who the fuck are you, bruh? They can fucking get the phone and dial a numbers and put your pin in, and you fucked.
So basically, they actually using your shit, maybe even as like a bot, to create like plays and likes on stuff. Could be.
It could be, you could be signed in somewhere else where you don't know. You could be that strange R5 that leaves your account.
Like, yeah, what happened?
You never know. Yeah.
At 10 cents.
At 10 cents, you never
think it's
know.
paying
Nobody even
charges?
care
You
about
know,
it.
yeah.
They get
But-
10
but-
cents from a
but-
billion people.
Do you
How
have,
much
do you
is
have
that?
TikTok?
Ooh,
Do you?
I do.
Never signed up. I feel like I'll become addicted to that. Kak.
TikTok.
TikTok. Oh.
Happy birthday. If you never signed up, you'll get there.
I'm never.
You'll get there.
Bruh, like, but TikTok is basically on any other Instagram,
Nope.
Facebook.
Had it.
They still got you. WhatsApp,
YouTube.
Mus. WhatsApp. Literally WhatsApp.
So what? So I think, are they gonna TikTok me through WhatsApp?
Yes, bro. 100%.
Yeah, how do they do that?
Bruh, you didn't post the yellow TikTok videos on your
Yeah, but that's
I
not.
don't
I
understand.
don't get it from them. I fucking copy.
As
it from
soon as
someone
you have a
Wait,
TikTok
I
video,
thought
you're
you
in.
had TikTok.
Wow, no, I don't have TikTok.
You upload this on a TikTok because you posted
To a
the TikTok
TikTok.
videos.
Nah, bro. I got that WhatsApp video downloaded.
Also, you just get it from other people.
WhatsApp just as bad, though.
That's funny. Good one, so I don't see the cut. You know, it was like the funny ones, bro.
Oh, my God.
But I'm not signing up.
Yeah.
TikTok all the time. I don't post a lot of TikTok.
Yeah. But at the end of this episode, we will be posting it on social media. So
Here we are, as hypocrites talking about the
we are.
Kalkakaris. We're going to post it everywhere. Are you nuts?
dissecting it.
I mean, like
Good
we
for the
all
soul.
love to go live in the woods and like pretend it's a
No,
Coldplay
Chas,
song,
I'm
but,
anti.
you know,
I'm not about that deepy cock. Fuck that.
oh, fuck you, bro.
I want to push a TV, bro. Nuts.
Oh,
What do you want to eat? Grass and cock?
and electricity, bro.
Grass, you know?
You gonna go to the woods, bro?
I hate load shedding.
That's a myth. You like old cars also? Nah, bro. Shit must be modern. Your life must be easier, bro. What the fuck, my bro? Yo.
Easier that way.
Wow.
How you just
That's a good
make your own butter, make your own.
Make your own
This conversation going
Make your own
back.
butter, baby. That's what he wants to do. We can't all just go, we'd love to live in the hoods. No, we won't.
But we won't
The
survive.
natural medicinal route as well.
We wouldn't love to. No. Fucking leaves across your ballas and cock. Nah.
Vibe outside, you know.
I can. I can make a fire. You can't.
Wait,
going
no,
there.
this is not I have to give a little background for this. I have to give a background for this. There's been an ongoing beef. There's been an ongoing war, but who can bribe the best? Who makes the better
No,
fires
it's not a
here?
war. I am the champion.
I didn't say shit. It's fine.
There you go. There you go. He needs YouTube. How to turn the meat.
Don't do kak. You know, if Dungus was here right now, I was going to mention his name. You know who? If he was here, Kanye. Kanye was here right now.
Where the fuck
I'm
is
gonna tell
Kanye
you-
when you need him?
No, no. I'm going to tell you now about my fire.
Yeah.
Half a piece of bullets. That's the man
slave.
that. That's the man that.
You made the rice into pap.
That's the man that didn't tell us that he can't make it.
Yeah. 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 But look, guys, it's been fun. It's been fun.
Ah.
I don't think this conversation can ever end, bro. Ever. Dissecting social media. It's only going to get better and worse. You know, until we all fucking in iRobot.
Sashi,
Oh, I'm legend.
Westworld.
I'm legend.
Westworld.
I'm legend.
Living in the
I
metaverse.
survive, bro. I survive. I'm legend. Because I want to live in the woods and make my own butter.
Kak, ja.
I'm legend. I survived. Me and Oscar, bro. We survived. Done. Little dog. Little dog. Yeah, but it's been great, guys. Great conversation. I hope we touched on the good and the bad. I think we missed a couple of things, but
There will always be things we're gonna miss because things have been added in every day. Like the world has been no changes every week, every month,
I think
every
the
year.
moral of the story
It's
is
gonna be an ongoing thing.
moral of the story is don't fake kill yourself on social media. Don't die.
Don't die.
It's not cool. It's not the one. Yeah. Peace out. It's been fun.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.